So I just want to talk to you about money mindset today. And it's something, so beliefs around money. Money is that one conversation that can bring up all of your every limiting belief, shameful, thought pattern, guilt, being greedy, money doesn't grow on trees. We can't always have everything we want, thought that we've ever heard, believed, talked about. It's that one conversation, isn't it? But I read a brilliant book recently called Money Alchemy or Alchemy. No, yeah, Money Alchemy. And in it, the woman's a brilliant, the way she wrote the book is, I'd recommend it. But in it, there's like 5 foundations that she talks about, and she talks about doing them every day. And that's why I wanted to do this video, because the first foundation is like actively looking for money. And then one of the other foundations is making space, clearing stuff out and energetically making space for like more money to come in. So she talks about, making a conscious effort to find at least a penny a day. So I read this book and then I shared it with someone I do accountability coaching with. And so she read the book. So straight away, she was like clearing out her cupboards and her drawers, finding money everywhere. And I spent the first week saying to her, there's no money in my house. Like I would know if I had money in my house. So anyway, so I then cleared out like my office, did like a big clear out of loads of drawers. And I must have found money from every country I've ever visited. When I've come back with cash and just put it in a drawer and forgotten about it. I mean, literally, I found dollars, Australian dollars, euros. I found like a whole bowl of just change, that I could change up. But I'd spent the whole of that first week going, there's no money in my house. Like, it's not here. And it made me think, how often do we block money coming into our business because we're telling ourselves, I'll never make money from that. No one's going to pay me. Like no one's going to pay me for my services. But you've never asked. You've never actually put it out there and gone looking for money, because you've already convinced yourself like people won't pay for that. So there might be something you could do in your business that would earn you money. But because you're like, no one ever pays that, you put a block up. Like I did that week saying, I would know if there was money in my house. I was blocking finding it. As soon as I went looking for it, I found it. And I've been using this in my business as well. And do you know what? Like, it's not greedy wanting more. Money's that one thing that, it makes things that little bit easier. When you're earning the money that you want to be earning, you can do those things in your business without it being a struggle. You can go on those holidays that you want to go with without having to like budget down and not do everything that you want to do. And listen, you're running a small business. You should be rewarded for the work, like the blood, sweat, tears, long hours, everything, you put your soul into your business. There's nothing wrong with being paid for that. And another thing as well, this woman talks about in the business that really landed for me is the way we all talk about money. Like money's, a lot of people talk about money like it's this like dirty thing, all rich people are crooks. It's, it's this, it brings up that ick, whereas if you change and you're like, I love the money that I earn because it means I can do all of this other stuff, start thinking about money as like an energy, like improving your relationship with money starts with how you're talking about money. And if you're constantly seeing money as this like challenge and it's preventing you from doing everything, so the money, not having the money stops you from doing things that you want to do in your business, or you're constantly struggling just to get to the end of the month financially, if you shift the way that you're talking about that and you're looking at that and start looking for money and actually seeing money in your business is, you know, you want to work with the people that you work with and you provide massive value. That's why you're doing what you're doing to the people that you work with. And then in return, you're receiving money for doing what you love. That's a good thing, you know, and then looking at, okay, how can I earn more money, or how can I find more money or attract more money that will mean I can do more things in my business, which means I can add more value to the people I work with. Completely different, isn't it, to thinking about, oh, I don't want to ask this customer for payment, or I don't want to tell that person what I charge because I wouldn't pay that. You're not thinking about the value that you're adding to that person's life by you working with them, and they want to pay you for it. You know, when you give everything away for free, and I found this when I've run workshops, 100 people will sign up and 20 or 30 people will turn up. Whereas because I've run it for free, there's no value in it. Whereas when I've run workshops and charged for it, okay, 20 people might sign up, but they all turn up because they're paid for it. And they value what we do in that workshop so much more. So I'm just going to leave you on that thought. And I just challenge you, you know, for the next 7 days, go looking for money, like in the cat, you know, under the cushions on the couch. Clear your drawers out, like clear your cupboards out, like see what you can find. Like I would love to know like what you find. And also when you're talking about money and you're thinking about money, just think, you know, how are you constantly seeing money as something that's holding you back from what you want and it's a bad thing? And if you are, then maybe start to change that story, and you'll start changing your relationship with money. So no, so I'm going to leave you there. But if you can as well, read the book. It's called Money Alchemy, and I'll leave you there.